Hello, hi. I'm here to talk about putting together a portfolio. So, welcome everyone. So, how to put together an excellent portfolio um, to get into one of the really good art design and architecture courses in the UK. I'm Jake Abrams. I'm Associate Professor here at Kingston School of Art. And although I'm going to talk about Kingston School of Art a bit, actually the things that I'm going to talk about are relevant to wherever you want to study. So, I'll show off a bit about Kingston, but actually what you learn from this will be relevant to other great colleges. I'm also an admissions tutor and I review lots and lots of portfolios. So, I know a lot about it. And good ones can make a lot of difference. So, Kingston School of Art. It's one of the top art design and architecture universities in the UK. And Kingston is in London. And London's quite important, I think, because London is the international capital for the creative industries. And so it's a great place to study. It's a great place. It's amazing theatre, galleries. It's one of those places that is always dynamic and interesting. And of course, the amazing galleries, museums. And Kingston's in a very special part of London. It's in a very beautiful part of London. It's officially the safest part of London. And it's surrounded by royal parks. Um, yeah. So so here we are. This is Kingston University in the centre of Kingston, and there's Hampton Court Palace, and there's Richmond Park. And so it's a very green part of London, and then the centre of London is further up to the top of the screen. It's about 20 minutes to the centre. We've got a beautiful new building that's just been designed by some top architects. So we've got lovely new spaces to learn in. And we're on a tributary of the Thames. We can sit out here by the Thames, and it's a delightful place to be. And there are students from all over the world at Kingston, and we welcome people who are talented and passionate about their subjects from wherever. We believe that in something called designing through making, that actually getting your hands dirty, trying things out, using our amazing facilities, it can really pay dividends. We have some of the best workshops anywhere. In any area, you can do ceramics, you can use amazing knitting machines, you can use amazing print facilities, high-end technical resources, animation suites, film suites. These are lovely new printmaking facilities. And some of the very best have come through Kingston. So artists like Fiona Banner, it was her exhibition at the Tate recently. Fashion designers, lots of the top fashion designers have come through Kingston. And some amazing product and furniture designers that are world class, top architects, world class architects. And here is the latest league table. So this is the Guardian league tables, which we believe are the most accurate and honest ones. And Kingston's right at the top there. So we are number one for design and crafts in the UK. And actually it goes down to about 117. Clearly above some of those others, famous schools that you know of. So we're first for design and crafts in the UK, and that includes interior design, graphic design, product and furniture design, illustration and animation. We're the top university in London for fashion, top university in London for media and film studies, and it goes on. We're very proud of our standing. So we're always towards the top of the league tables. We're smaller than other famous London colleges. It's not a mass experience at Kingston, it's much more hands-on, and we have students from all over. Right, let's get to business. How do you put together an excellent portfolio? In yours, you want to stand out from the crowd. For the really good colleges, there are lots of people trying to get into them. So use your creativity. You are a creative person and you should express this. Remember, good courses look at your portfolio first, then your statement, then your reference and all the other stuff. So prioritise your creative portfolio. That's what we're looking at first. So what should you put in? The most important thing to put in your portfolio is you. You've got to express something about you and your uniqueness. And I'd start early. Start thinking about it now. Using that creativity, using your individuality, and don't rush. Do several drafts before your final thing. That's why I'm saying start early. And try and get good advice from people you trust. Not just people that say, you're wonderful. Let's have those tutors, the friends, the family that will actually question you and give you good critical advice. Think about why you're applying for a subject. And express what makes you really excited about it. Right. Have a clear structure, make sure it's easy to follow, and make captions for your work. To start. Well, I think start before the beginning. That's an odd thing for me to say, but look at this folder I got in recently. It's just a folder. What are you worried about? Well, actually, I think it looks scrappy. It doesn't say who it's from, how do I open it, or anything. It's a real mess. Here's another one that actually had a person's name on it, which is good, but it looks pretty scrappy. Makes me feel she doesn't care. So why not just put a logo on your portfolio, an introductory statement, me by me, my name, a really simple tag. There's no need to spend a lot of money on portfolios. Actually, it really don't. It's the content that's important. Let's start with one of your best pieces and finish with one of your best pieces. Sounds obvious, but yeah, I think it's a really smart thing to do. So when we open that portfolio, start with one of your very best pieces. I think you should also start with an image and a short statement. So here was a really lovely, funny image to start a graphic design portfolio. He'd collected those logos and made them like medals. But I think he should have had something like this. My name is whatever his name was, and I have the ambition to be a creative graphic designer that takes risks and works internationally. Another really nice photographic portfolio. I wonder what it's about. But a caption could have helped us, and the caption was really, when I spoke to this student, was about how important teachers are to young minds, and I think that should have been said. Just keep them short and clear, just one line. Nice image, nicely photographed. But it really helps when we find out this was a project about security and insecurity. I made this prototype with rubber and vacuum formed plastic. All we need, but it really helps us. Nice portfolio page. It shows someone with a sense of humour. He's captioned it really nicely. There's a little bit of information on it. And the other thing that it does was reflects this guy's personality and his interests and his humour. Right. Always show those finished pieces of work, but, and this is really important, also show research work. Try to show how you develop an idea and work through different options. This is a nice way of doing it. For each project that this person showed us, they've done a special handmade little book and numbered them. It was really, really effective. How big should your portfolio be? A lot of people ask this. Well, actually, I think it should be about quality, not necessarily about quantity. And so you could do 3 to 6 projects and tell us a lot about you. That said, I'm going to show you a portfolio later that is very, very big, and that was impressive in its own right. When you apply to one of the good colleges, and a lot do this now, and certainly at Kingston, we ask for 20 pages. We ask for a digital submission first and 20 pages. Remember, a page can have several images on if necessary. So if you're showing some life drawings, just choose the best. We don't need to see the whole lot of them. So yeah, digital portfolios, just be careful of the size of them too. Don't make your file size too big. Admissions tutors for good courses will see lots of portfolios, and big files can be more difficult to open. Remember, you're not producing these portfolios for print. They're going to be seen usually on a landscape screen. It could be a beautifully designed PDF, it could be a web link, a Vimeo, Flickr, whatever you choose. But yeah, just make sure that it's got ease of use and that we can get into it really easy. Show those skills, whether they're drawing skills, there might be photographic skills, making skills, and show that research process. And that could be through drawings, photographs, collections of things that interest you, mood boards even. And these can demonstrate your subject knowledge. So this was a really interesting applicant that included lovely tiny little models of chairs, and it showed their real interest in furniture design and also their making skills. It was a lovely introduction to their work. So projects that show the development process from sketch to finished outcome. This was for an interior design candidate, and actually there's some lovely things happening there, some lovely models and interior landscapes. There are trials in medium and maps and isometric projections, explanations. But I think it's a lousy slide, and actually I don't think it really sells this person very well because they haven't photographed it really well. We can't really read what they've written. It's badly lit. So look after your work, photograph your work really well. Show us what you can do. This is a fine art applicant for the BA, and some lovely paintings, eh? Really, really nice, lovely etching they've done as well. But again, I think this is a poorly photographed piece, and I think they could have spent a bit more time just scanning or photographing things and editing things better. It's worth the effort, I think. This is a wonderful typeface. It's incredible, isn't it? It's scary, but incredible. But what was I think particularly interesting about this is it was self-initiated work. And self-initiated work, as well as college work, can actually tell us a lot. Self-initiated work shows you are passionate about your subject and really committed too. I would think that I would make a little map of your portfolio, those 20 sheets, and actually start planning. And I'd just do a little map like this and say, yeah, I'll start, my number one slide would be one of my best pieces. My final slide will be one of my best pieces too. And just to repeat what I've said, show your subject knowledge. So if you're into architecture, show us those drawings of architecture, photographs of architecture. Caption your images. Remember, that can help. Don't make those too long either, just really simple. Include personal projects, include a concise personal statement at the beginning too. I'm going to show you some examples. So here, I'm just opening a portfolio. Look, there's lots and lots in there. Yeah, really well put together, smartly done. Sorry, I'm just using my handheld to show you this folder, so the quality's not great of the filming of it. But I think you'll get an idea that there's lots and lots going on this folder. And this was a illustration animation candidate. But look at all this, these beautiful photographs with a really, really good design eye. A lovely concertina book that they've made.
Different layers of the house. This concertina. I love it. Book here.
So have a look at this. It's yeah, just keeps coming, this portfolio where someone's been very experimental, playing, but also presenting their work in a really sort of professional way.
Book here. Stills from the video.
Nice way of doing that, isn't it? Okay, let's move on to another slide. Yeah. So this is the same portfolio, and look at all these lovely things that keep coming in this portfolio.
Really interesting ways of working, creating work.
So some lovely 3D stuff, and they brought the 3D stuff as well. Really charming.
It's nice to see the actual artifact. That looks really good.
Keeps on coming. Really interesting. Nicely put together. And those ideas, how ideas are developed, are being shown there too. So, yeah, so really that's what I wanted to say really today. That's a typical group at Kingston. I think we get to know our students really, really well. The students actually come to know each other really well. I think there's a really positive and dynamic atmosphere here at Kingston. So good luck. I'm just going to show you some work being put together just to finish off.
The great thing about Kingston for me is that you're surrounded by hard-working people who you can tell love what they're doing and want to do it.
I feel like I've kind of achieved things now that I never would have even thought of this time last year, which is kind of amazing.
The best thing about Kingston has probably been being able to share ideas and play around with what I can do as a designer.
Because I spend most of my time in the workshop, to have access to all the materials, I just really feel like I can achieve anything and nothing is too ambitious.
I guess the best way to sort of explain But the way I feel about Kingston is just the fact that I'm staying on there. You're not limited to any sort of specific medium or like type of funding piece or type of process. The way you're taught to think is so useful for actually how you apply yourself to projects outside the foundation.
My experience of foundations being a lot of hard work, but I think that's 100% a good thing. Hard work, but a lot of fun.
Okay, so thank you everyone. That's me, Jake Abrams. You could email me if you've got any questions, or if you want to find out anything more. But yeah, as I said before, good luck in your creative careers and with the choices that you make. So that was putting together a portfolio. Thank you very much.